I'm Riley Wilkes.
I'm Jack Elliott.
And we are Good Foot
Forward. Look inside of my soul, and you can find gold, and maybe get rich. Look inside of your soul, and you can find out it never exists. I can feel the changes. Fuck. What the hell is the next line? I can feel the changes. I can feel this new life. I always knew life could be dangerous. Okay, let's fucking do it again. You can look inside of my soul and find gold and maybe get rich. Look inside of your soul and you can find out it never exists. I can feel the changes. I can feel the new life. I always knew life could be dangerous. I could say that I like a challenge and you tell me it's painless. You don't know what pain is. How can I paint this picture when the colorblind is hanging with you?
Once upon a time, you dressed so fine.
Kendrick Lamar Duckworth.
Through the bombs of dime, in your prime, didn't you? People call, say, beware doll, you're bound to fall. You thought they were all kidding you. You used to laugh about everybody that was hanging out. Now you don't talk so loud. Now you don't seem so proud about having to be scrounging around for your next million. I think you know what we're talking about today. And if you don't, like, that's okay. You're gonna know right now. We're talking about Bob Dylan and Kendrick Lamar. Robert Zimmerman, Kendrick Lamar Duckworth.
Two fantastic lyricists,
Absolutely.
Poets, literary geniuses.
Very much.
But one is clearly better than the other.
You're going to say Bob Dylan, right?
I'm going to say K-Dot. Good old Kung Fu Kenny. He can twist those words.
Oh my God. Well, okay. I would say, yeah, okay, here's the thing. You introduced me to Kendrick Lamar like 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't listened to too much of his stuff before, but I was blown away. But I mean, come on. Like, Bob Dylan is a historical figure. I mean, he's won, like, the Presidential Medal Award that he got from President Obama. He won the Pulitzer Prize in 2008. He won the Nobel Peace Prize in 2016. He's won 10 Grammys. He was called the spokesman of the generation in the 60s.
The spokesman. Because they couldn't call him the songbird.
Yeah, there's something wrong with that songbird because it sounds like ass. Can you imagine a bird just like...
Damn you!
So...
You used to laugh about... All the people that were hanging out. Now didn't you talk so loud? Okay, so...
All right, yeah, we can make fun of his singing.
Pulitzer Prize?
But, yeah.
Kendrick Lamar also...
That he did.
Won.
That he did.
Obama and good old Cornrow Kenny are tight.
Yeah, they're kind of buddies, aren't they?
They're pals. Obama loves his music. So, I mean, he can give Bob Dylan shiny things all he wants, but, like, there's a personal connection, friendship, relationship with Kendrick and Barack.
They're hanging out on the weekends.
Yeah.
President Obama calls him that. Hey.
The president and the king hanging out together.
Right? The president and the king hanging out together.
Nobel Prize? I mean, who really cares about that anyway?
Oh, a lot of people.
It's the bell, like a melody, no melody.
Oh
prize.
My God.
Of course they give that to Bob Dylan.
How far can we take that and stretch?
That's a bit of a stretch, isn't it?
Your psychology is poppycock. Bob Dylan, he 60s and 70s was probably when he released his best works. You know,
according
like,
to a lot of people.
According to well,
Blonde on Blonde,
yeah,
pretty cool.
Blonde on Blonde,
Highway 61, pretty
Bring It All
cool.
Home, like Freewheelin'.
Pretty good stuff. Even Bob Dylan. It's a pretty cool record.
Yeah, even that Bob Dylan record was pretty good. And
his best was 75.
Yeah, Blood on the Tracks.
Blood on the Tracks. Easily his best record.
Uh-huh.
I don't care if Anthony Fantano doesn't agree with me. that's his best album.
That's the best one. I mean, like, granted, that was 50 years ago, but, like...
Long time ago.
The thing
old-fashioned,
about that,
outdated.
Outdated, old-fashioned, but...
Kendrick is today.
Great.
I mean, look at the stuff that Bob Dylan's recently putting out. I Contain Multitudes. He didn't even say that. He stole that quote from a different, really famous author that I can't think of the name of. Starts with an A, I think.
Oh, okay. Bob Dylan won the Nobel Peace Prize and all that good stuff.
You
because, like I said, he was the spokesman of a generation.
You already said
that. Because he led, his music were anthems for the anti-segregation movement and the anti-war movement.
Yeah.
Of the 60s.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Kendrick is also a very, very much like...
Oh, he is. Like
that kind of an individual.
Mm-hmm.
Very much a philanthropist. Does lots of work in Compton trying to, you know, just help the people in his community where he grew up. Give the kids, the youth there a better experience. He's always doing talks in schools and stuff. He's out there trying to help people for sure.
Yeah, that's badass. And he also, like, he puts a lot of that money towards all that activism. And because of that, he lives pretty humbly.
Yeah. Ha! I see what you did there.
I don't know. Yeah, they're two just... It's fun. Like, they're two great songwriters. You know, one is on the older end of things. He's still kind of touring, though. Because, like, he was just at the Mission Ballroom in Denver, like, back in October. And he's, like, in his late 70s.
He's an old dude.
He's an old dude.
Dude.
It's interesting, too, because in 1988, Bob Dylan began his never-ending tour. And in the 90s and the 2000s, every year, he was very consistently playing, 100 shows in that ballpark, like, every year. For those 2 decades.
In one ballpark?
In one he played all those shows in one ballpark. They just shut down Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. And we're just like, no, the Royals can't play here anymore because Bob Dylan rented it out for the next 2 decades.
Bought the space.
Uh-huh. So, but yeah.
That is a lot of shows for an old dude.
He's pretty cool. Kendrick's pretty cool. Like,
they are both pretty cool. You need to go find your favorite Kendrick Lamar quote or lyric and drop it down below and tell us why it's better than anything Bob Dylan ever wrote.
And you should do your research too and find a Bob Dylan quote, and you should post it below also. I'd love to hear what you see posted. I would love to see what you post. That would be great.
That would be great.
Because I can English really well.
We know Kendrick and
Kendrick and Bob Dylan can English really well. So,
yeah,
good stuff.
We're just gonna hang out here, wait for our revenge to show up. It should be here in...
I forgot to draw in a new battery.
Should be here in about a month and a half.
So, yeah, we're gonna get that revenge. It's gonna happen.
It's coming.
It's gonna be great.